Hey there, this is Haplin, and in this video we're going to do a quick overview of some of the finances associated with the AI chat widget offer, as well as an idea for pricing and packaging. Okay, so before we get into discussing what you should be charging for the AI chat widget, let's talk about what it's going to cost in order to set up and run. So just like other forms of data, generative AI has a data charge associated with it. It's pretty reasonable. It's 2 cents per message, just pay as you go. Now, in terms of how that relates to your billing setup, it depends on which plan you have. If you have the starter plan, if you're on the $97 a month high-level plan, then those data charges are just charged directly to you, the agency, and they are charged to you independent of whatever billing you have set up with your client. If you're on the unlimited, the agency unlimited, $297 a month plan, then you're able to pass on the data charges directly to your client and even have the ability to mark them up by as much as 50%. So that would be a maximum of 2.3 cents per message, and then the 0.3, the 0.3 of a penny would be your margin. And lastly, at the SaaS Pro plan level, the $497 a month, you have the ability not only to pass along the data charges, but you can mark them up as much as 1,000%. So that would be a maximum of 20 cents per message, and you would keep 18, or maybe even 22 and you keep 20. I don't recommend going that high. I think that's a bit unreasonable, but you can have a lot more flexibility with how you pass along the data. Now, one little side note that I just want to make really quick is that there is an unlimited option, so you can turn any given sub account on for unlimited AI messaging. That's $49 a month, which for those of you trying to do the math, I'll break it down for you. That's 2,450 messages per month. So if they're going to send more, if you have a client who's hypothetically going to send more than 2,500 messages in a given month, it's cheaper for everybody to just turn on unlimited. But that will probably be not the majority of folks, not the majority of clients with that much traffic. It's certainly possible, and so it's there if you like, but if you're curious about where to start, probably it's best to just start at the pay-as-you-go, and you can always change it up later. By the way, the unlimited applies to any plan at any level, and you decide to resell it for whatever price you want. So $49 is what you pay for unlimited, and you can have your client, or you can charge your client directly whatever you want. Okay, so now that's all out of the way, what we recommend that you start with pricing-wise for your AI widget is $97 a month. This is really easy logistically with the unlimited and SaaS Pro plans. If you're on those plans, you can just charge $97 a month and then pass along the data charge, or even add a little bit of margin for yourself in there as well. So it's just 97 plus 2 cents a message, or 2.5 cents a message, or whatever you're marking up. If you're at the 97 level, then you probably want to just factor in an estimated cost for data. So you'd pitch it as it's 97 bucks a month for the widget, plus we add a $15 a month data charge, or a $20 a month data charge, so that at the end of the day, really you're just billing your client 117 bucks a month, but the way you position it is that it's 97 plus the data. But this makes a lot more sense with unlimited and SaaS Pro, because then they're truly just paying for whatever data that they're using. But you can work that out however you like. At the end of the day, it's up to you to do what's best for your business based on what plan you're on, what your ideal client's traffic is going to look like, what the volume might look like, whether you want to do pay-as-you-go or unlimited, etc. But these are all just good things to keep in mind while you're ideating and conceptualizing your pricing and packaging. But data and back-end charges aside, $97 a month is a great starting place. We're not going to go super deep into the nuts and bolts of the actual sales process in this video, but just to give you a quick teaser and idea of how we justify this price, we use the logic of juxtaposing the AI chat widget with what they're currently doing to solve those problems that the AI widget is going to solve for them. AKA, I'm talking about an employee. So in a prospecting conversation, we'll be asking our leads questions like, how much does the average employee cost you in order to manage all of your inbound messages, answer the phone, and do all of your front-end sales nurturing, lead nurturing, appointment setting, etc., etc.? Do those employees take vacation? Do they call in sick? When they do show up, are they a lot to manage? Do they make mistakes? How much do you have to invest in training them? Do they get to every message within minutes? At every time there's traffic on your website, are they able to interact meaningfully with each lead or each contact and reliably convert them into actual sales conversations? How often do they mess up? Do they get emotional? Are they a lot to manage? Blah, blah, blah. By asking these types of questions and having a business open up, we're going to discover pain points and find that most businesses are either probably not addressing this area of their business at all, or they're spending a lot of time, energy, money, hassle, and headache in order to try to figure out how to have an employee manage this for them. And when a new solution to these types of problems is proposed in the form of an AI chat widget that costs them $97 a month plus a little bit of change for data, that's a no-brainer offer. Actually, in most cases, 97 is probably close to criminally cheap for what the value that you're going to be providing with this AI chat widget is. But again, this is a tip of the spear. This is a foot in the door. This is something we really want to make a no-brainer decision for our clients to become our clients, so that way we can get into other offers and have that be the start of a really productive and trust-building relationship. So 97 is a great way to just make it really easy, maximize the chances of getting a yes. Even if you're not a great salesperson, it's going to be really hard to say no to a well-positioned AI chat widget, especially when it's compared against the only other way to get the same result would be a full-time employee. So, with all that said, if you understand the cost of AI to you, how to pass those charges on to your clients, and why 97 is a more than reasonably justifiable price point to start at, you have everything you need. Go ahead and move on to the next video.